earphones, my earpiece. You're live. I'm live. 0 viewers. As always, no worries. We'll get the stream rolling. How do I get this light working? Okay. Wow, this lighting is terrible. Great. Okay, we have 0 people as usual. So let me ping everyone. Big ping. Updates. Hola, hey Hiro. How's it going? How's the Pinot? How's the Pinot? Gotta remind everyone, I'm live. So I can have 10 people maybe. 10 will be nice. I had my Pinot just before I joined the stream. 2 Pinots, 1 chocolate and 1 strawberry. The daily Pinot. What can everyone see? Let me get my text editor out. Text editor ready. Okay. Hopefully we get some viewers in here. Hi Potato. You're a wizard, Harry. Harry Potter.txt. You're a wizard, Harry. Hi. Yep. And today's stream is we've got a few topics to go over. Let me just write it up. News, and then we've got banter. We've got a few banter points to bring up. A bit of banter. We've got the event. My next event coming up. My next pizza event. A meetup event. I think you can't see on the right side. Meetup. So we've got a meetup coming up. I'll talk about the meetup. Pizza event. My new service. Hey Roma. I'm not a lizard. I'm a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. Hey Alton. Alton's. It's the usuals. Thanks to the usuals. My new service. I'll talk about my new service. We'll talk about pizza as well. So pizza event, and we're going to talk about pizza. It's a lot of conversation about pizza in my Discord, in the Discord lately. My new service I'm bringing up, I'm making, and the new content, which I think might be interesting. I'm starting to make some new content for this channel. We'll talk about that, and hopefully we can get some call-ins. If not, that's fine too. But yeah, I don't know who watched last month or last week. My IQ's 97. 97, guys. Isn't that amazing? 97 IQ. I'm able to function in the tech space and make enough money to enjoy my life on 97 IQ. So if I can do it, a lot of you guys can do it. Call the content police. I am the content police, and I say, what do I say? What does the police say? 97 out of 100? Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I was so happy with my scores, with my score. But nothing changes. Life is still the same. I'm writing a lot of documentation lately, guys. Hey, documentation sucks. It's even worse if it's in Japanese, because you don't know if you're writing the right. I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing. Just write a whole bunch of Japanese text. Doesn't have to be correct. No one's gonna check it. No one checks it at the end of the day. They just say, "Did you write okay?" Okay, I ticked the box saying okay. So I feel sorry for the next bugger who's gonna jump on the code base and look at the documentation and go, "This doesn't make sense." So yeah, that's the some news. We're going to quickly check some. If anyone has interesting news in Japan tech, what kind of documentation? GitHub, Headman. Oh no! It's all in Notion now. And the reason I said Fujitech, because I can't say the project we're working on. Fujitech is a part of the project, which is why I brought up a Fujitech news. Fujitech, if you guys don't know, some of you guys don't know, it's like the most ultimate boomer tech company in Japan. Everything is in Excel sheets. Everything is in Excel sheets. And then the company I'm working with thought, you know what's cute? Let's do it in Notion. So you're working with Notion, you're working with a whole bunch of Google Sheets, you're working with the project manager's tool, the what do you call it? Like some type of GitLab, and then you're working with what is it called? Backlog. I think it's Japanese. The Japanese product management tool. So I've got like 4 tools you're using for one project. Probably maybe even 5 tools. So that's my life these days, is just fiddling with documentation and sometimes writing code. Not the best use of time, but hey, it's paying the bills, right? Is that different to Fujitsu? Oh no, my one's, I think, oh wait, you're right actually, maybe you know what, it's Fuji something. It's Fuji whenever I think of Fuji, it's just a boomer company. Anyway, so US investor, okay, I don't really care, who cares? But anyway, Fujitech is lost 6.59% of their stakes. Who cares about this? Let's click on this. Elderly woman dies after neck caught in store escalator. That's more interesting. No, that's not interesting. That's really sad. That's pretty sad, guys. Hiro says salaryman experience. Oh, I think Hiro's enjoying it right now. How's the salaryman life, Hiro, with the tech space? Docs definitely get you paid. Yes, Mr. Potato, docs get you paid. If you can spend a lot of time writing docs, it's a great skill to have, to be honest. I think it's a great skill to have. Half of the projects I was on had very little documentation. Japanese love work photo. Yeah, they love to smoke all the time too. I'm not a big fan, but anyway, look at this poor lady. Elderly woman dies after neck caught in store escalator. That's terrible. Where does this happen? Higashi Fushimi. Don't know where that is. Nishi Tokyo. Okay. Ah, geez, that sucks. How does that happen? How do you store escalator? Habibi says, what's your thought on Shopify related positions? Tech stack is React, Node, and Liquid. I'm applying to this. Look, Habibi, I did Shopify pretty intensively for about 3 years. I was doing the storefront, I was doing Liquid, I had a Vue.js app. It was all going to Shopify API, and I was also using you have to use the they have that bloody, what do you call it, they use GraphQL for one other section of the APIs, because some APIs are not in there. Some APIs can only be accessed through Graph API. Some of the data can only be accessed through Graph API. GraphQL, sorry. I'm tired. And yeah, I think Shopify is great, but I think where you really, like you just said, like React, Node, and Liquid, I think Shopify uses Vue.js now, I think. Oh, no, Shopify uses Redux. So anyway, all I'm saying is that just understanding Shopify is probably not enough, but having that full stack whatever plus Shopify is that's a lot of that. You can get decent job. Yeah, I can't stand GraphQL, guys. I don't understand. I didn't understand. I understand the hype, but just good old REST APIs work. Give me that JSON. I like it a lot. I like it a lot better. Yeah, what's up with all the Shopify too? What's up with Shopify, guys? I think they get a lot of hate. Are they that bad? If we check out Shopify news in English, because I'm not reading that in Japanese. I said English. Okay, here we go. Shopify says risk of fraud, not the you know what was reason for Kanye West store. Okay, I don't really care about Kanye West and all this stuff here, but it always seems like Shopify's always got some issue. Shopify and also the Airbnb CEO always looks coked up half the time. Like this guy, he's always like he's just got a look. He's got the look. You know that look, guys? I don't know how to say it, and I don't want to call him names, but he's got a look that if you can write in the chat, what is the look he has? Can you guys tell me? I don't want to say mean things right now. Barak, I think GraphQL was awesome a few years ago. Everyone was pumping it, but now everyone's pumping the brakes on GraphQL. Yeah, Shopify, yeah, funding React Router, which is pretty much Remix, right? Geez, I can't keep up with the soy stack, guys. It just changes all the time. Shopify loves getting routed by Ruby. Oh, he's getting pegged by Ruby. Shopify has a framework called Hydrogen. Okay, I don't know about Hydrogen. Let me quickly check Hydrogen. Okay. Oh, okay, a headless e-commerce. Oh wow, it's like so. Okay, it's like a WordPress for Shopify. The only problem I had the biggest problem I had of Shopify, guys, when I used it for like 3 years with a real large, I'd call it a large enough client where they're making millions a year, multiple millions. Japanese apparel company. They actually make the clothing in Japan and in China, but mostly in Japan. They sold it in Europe. And this is one of those boomer companies where they've been doing it forever. And I made this, multiple, like kind of connected to their services, connect a Shopify for Europe, and also a Shopify for, I can't say too much, a service that they had. And the biggest problem with Shopify is everything's a hack. Like once you have detailed or unique cases, like with a whole, this was a few years ago. So for example, discounts, you'd think they'll have all the solutions for discounts, but you end up making hacks. There's like workarounds. So half of my app was kind of a workaround to make things work. Maybe that was my case was not a good case. Maybe I didn't know how to do things correctly, but that was my understanding was, my verdict on Shopify is it was like some legacy code base, and then they don't even want to fix it up, and they just make people pay for like plugins. So you're just paying $5 a month for a plugin, and when you dig down, when you check under the hood of the plugin, it's a workaround, or it's some hack that you can do yourself. But that's a great business model because you don't make your own service, right? You get other people. You don't make your own. You don't fully make your own platform. They make their money from they make a lot of money from plugins and integrations. That's my understanding. And of course, they charge for people to use the services, the actual platform. But look, I think if you're in the Shopify area, there's a lot of you can make quite good. Don't just fiddle around with templates and do some basic CSS or something. I mean, you better be half decent at front end, or at least understand how full stack works. That's just my experience, and I made okay, not a crazy amount. You know, this guy, he's always coked up in his interviews. Actually, I like him now. So anyway, your old lady got her neck. This is not the best news. This is not the Devippo news I want to talk about. But let's carry on. Let's carry on with maybe a nicer topic. Nicer topics. Let me have a sip of the old Ampaman juice. Yeah, Shopify is great for like small, really small businesses. Once you're a large company, I think you just need to make your own, or there's probably a better tool. Close that up. Okay, so that's news and a bit of banter. Wait, this lady's dying is not banter. Sorry, that's a mistake. I want to talk about this, guys. Not related, but kind of related. I started to watch this channel to improve my Japanese, and I recommend you guys. Don't tell me it's frozen. Yeah, we are. Okay, this is the same. It happens every damn time, guys. Let me just check. I was just showing a lady dying before. I didn't show a lady dying, and I was looking at Shopify. Nothing much. Sorry about that. Something's wrong with my OBS. I think I have to update it. So I want to quickly tell you. So I was looking at this. I started to improve my Japanese lately by watching kind of Japanese talk shows, but a bit more serious. Thanks for letting me know. I've got to sort this out. And I kind of like to watch Japanese shows where it's not like some silly throwing cakes in each other's face and, you know, smacking each other on the head. I want to listen to some serious topics. And so I was watching this and I was thinking, oh, what happened? And I think, no. If you want, no, what are you doing, Taro? What are you doing, Taro? If you want to have a level-headed opinion about anything serious in Japan, you have to go to Reddit. What are you, Taro? No. Okay, wait, Taro. Oh, look, 7,000 people. It's gonna reduce. Oh, I want to hear Japanese opinions on this topic. No. You have to go Reddit. You go Reddit. Oh, look. Ooh, Reddit. Oh, look, top one. I've got it. This is the person. What am I doing? Hey, stop watching informative Japanese TV shows where the head of university lecturers, lecture and then graduated from a great university, smart guys. Oh wow, great. No. You need to go to the top 1% commenter on Reddit, because they know all the way from Madrid. They're going to tell you what's really happening. Don't try and understand from the horse's mouth. You need to go to Reddit. Look, you got to listen to Westerners. If they're from California, the points go way up. You got to listen to. If they're from New York, they know what they're talking about. Don't listen to these guys. Who do they think they are? Do they think they're the 1% Redditor? I can't believe they have the audacity to make this video. And look, we've got perfectly sane human beings on Reddit. The sane human beings on you got to go no, not Twitter. You got to go Blue Sky. That's where you get sane, level-headed, high IQ people. They know everything. Look, it's all about the US. If you got to find out where are the Portland, Oregon, or what do you call people from Portland, Oregon? They know what's happening. They've never been here. They can't speak a word of Japanese. That's not important. You're missing the point. The point is Reddit is superior to anything in your country talking about anyone in your country that has a great opinion, anyone in your country that is I want to watch what is he talking about? Talk to me about I'm not. What are you showing me this? No. Go to Reddit. Let's find out what's really happening. We need to find the top 1% Redditors from Western countries that teach us everything we need to know about East Asia. Thank you. That's what I wanted to rant about. Okay? And yeah, great. Learn Japanese from these channels. I really enjoy it. Okay, I don't understand every single thing they say. I can replay it. And there's transcripts there as well, so you can quickly check a great way to study. I enjoyed it. Enjoy the server maintenance. So anyway, that's that. My next meetup is coming. Okay. Matt says most upvoted equals smartest. Checks out. Yep. Fleet says I've been done for 5 days of the flu. Ooh. Matt says, yeah, the internet belongs to America, so US defaultism is valid everywhere. Yeah, that's the part which I'm getting really annoyed at. And it's something I've seen in the Discord, is that the loudest... Okay, I don't want to not have Americans. I want Americans. But I have noticed, I've noticed some patterns that they are the loudest and the most... the most level of conviction of what they believe. And then when it comes to anything Japan, it's just the American guy jumps out and goes, oh yeah, nah. And then so, okay, I won't listen to Japanese then. Why should I listen to Japanese people? Why should I listen to intellectuals in Japan talk about their own country when you can just listen to some Americans or some European or some French guys saying that they should let in 20 million people from countries that the France will choose for them? So that's something I've noticed. It's my little rant here. Sometimes you need a bit of banter, just a bit of banter, bit of banter. But what are you going to do about it, you guys? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Nothing. That's right. What are you going to do? Tyrone from New Zealand, what are you going to do? I'm just going to sit down and shut up. Okay? I want to sit down, shut up, and tell you guys about the next event coming up. It's going to be great. Devippo's next event. Where's my post that I had on LinkedIn? This is a great event. This is going to be one of the best events so far. Let me just get out my LinkedIn. This event here, it's actually number 7, Solopreneurs, Shokiscan, and Edge Store. Someone made a joke about Edge Store, saying that the edge is a naughty word in the local slang these days. I don't know about that. Lewis is going to be presenting. Ravi's going to be presenting. It's going to be a great time. Next week, Friday, February 28th, 7 p.m. to 11. You can come up. You can roll up late. 2,000 entrants, including a drink, a bit of a snack. But bring your own drinks. Bring a whole bottle of whiskey. Bring a bottle of wine. If you don't like alcohol, that's fine too. Just bring some juice or some tea. You can enjoy. Hello, Fahad. Welcome. And then so this is the space I've rented, guys. Look at this space, guys. Tell me. Look at that. We've got a pool table. We've got a view outside of Omotesando. We've got some nice chairs. Look at those business chairs. Ooh la la, look at those chairs. We've got a big mirror over there. You can check yourself out. Another big mirror over here. You can check. Where is that? Yeah, another big mirror. A lot of chairs. A lot of space. Can't wait, guys. Look at that space. Beautiful. Isn't she a beauty? They've got a projector screen, so you can... Two guys can present there. Bring your own drink. I've got a few drinks. Or Jack, just message me and say, can I come? And I'll put you on the list. I don't use any service or anything. This is underground VIP stuff, guys. We've got over 25 people already signing up. And this is going to be the biggest event so far. I'm sorry I couldn't get the Muscle Mamas in. The Muscle Mamas are fully booked. I was trying to get some Muscle Mamas in, because I know that all you guys out there love Muscle Mamas, but not today. Not next Friday. Next Friday's going to be great. I can't wait. If you're coming, I think it's on like the 3rd floor of this building. I'll give you, if you already DM'd me, I already sent you this location link, but it's Omotesando. It's going to be great. Going to have a great time. Lewis and Ravi, I know them personally. Great guys. Lewis, bit of a prick. He's British, but he's fine. Ravi from Brazil, smart guy, always trying to hustle, always trying to find something interesting to make. So I can't wait for this event. It's going to be great. And that's me glazing my event. Promoting my event. Maximum 40 people. So right now it's around 26, I think, and I'm going to promote it tomorrow, and then I think by next weekend we'll probably be hitting the 40 people mark. It's already, if I can just get 20, that's enough anyway. So let me know if you're into it, and we can do something interesting. Faceless says, should I believe Reddit and what they say about Saitama and how the Kurds issue isn't an issue? Oh yeah, but you don't have to go Reddit to find out about the Kurd issue. You can just go to Japanese. You just listen to Japanese people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's, you go to Japanese websites to find out about what's really happening there. It's a real thing, guys, and that's why. Okay, I'm gonna go base conversation. Just bringing in a million people from anywhere just doesn't work in Japan. I don't. It might work in your country. I don't know. I'm not going to talk for your country, and maybe I won't talk for Japan either. I'll let Japan decide on that stuff. I'm not going to tell them how they should live. Matt says clothing optional event. Yeah, that's clothing's optional. If I can just show you, is there a location of it? Oh no, that's not. There isn't. So just DM me if you're interested. DM me on LinkedIn or DM me on Discord, and it should be good. Someone says creditizens. Sorry, I can't read. Remember, my IQ is 97. I got it tested last week, so I can't read so well. To improve my very low Japanese, I watch non-title a Japanese show where people try to build businesses. Very nice. Yeah, that's good. I think you should watch content on YouTube in Japanese. It's really good for you. Highly recommend it. And remember, there's transcripts, so you can just copy and paste the transcripts and translate it that way. Faceless says edgelord. Sometimes I'm very selective with what I'm edgy about. Don't want to get in trouble, guys. It's quite fancy. I keep forgetting how to say your name because I'm reading it. I'm thinking of your Discord name. So I'll quickly show you. This was a location I've used before. The last event was here in Shibuya. The next event is in Omotesando because I think Shibuya's a bit too small for 20 and it felt a bit cramped. Last time we were here, guys, some of you guys were here, it felt a bit cramped, but the interior is lovely. Look at me, I'm sounding so fruity. The interior is lovely. So yeah, this place is great. Maybe someday I can get into these larger events spaces when I have a lot of people and we can all like get the muscle mamas can come in or something. But yeah, for now it's this, and that's not how much I paid for the night. It's a lot cheaper than that, but still the 2,000 yen goes, mostly the 2,000 yen goes to the event space. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm gonna try and get that done next time where you don't have to spend any money. I get the whole thing sponsored, so let me try and figure that out next time. And yeah, enough glazing my event. So Faceless says, don't work anywhere when people move another country and do not respect and honor the culture. It doesn't work. Yes, and that is true. You're going to have a hard time yourself if you go to another country and act in a certain way. Absolutely. Hindustani says, I would suggest watching Orange Days show. Anyone learning Japanese? Hiro, my first paycheck in 6 months comes on Thursday. If everything goes well, I'm going to the meetup. Let me know. Just DM me beforehand. I've got a special seat for you. A special place for you. Why do you need the muscle mamas? Excuse me. When we have each other. Yeah, that's all we need. All we need is love. Hardcore was trying to at Hiroshi. Hiroshi, congratulations. Don't spend it all on girls bar. Yeah, Hiro, be careful. So anyway, so after the event, we'll go out for some after drinks around Omotesando. I haven't been at Omotesando for ages, but remember, it's 1 minute to the station. Okay, so next up is, we've kind of finished that. The, here we go. I'm going to make a... Okay, I've got a banter. This is a banter part. Before I talk about the next service I'm making, I'm going to make a, next month is March, so I'm going to make a pizza night for anyone in Tokyo. Hiro says, I need to try and rental kanajo. You can try that. We'll save your money. You're not getting paid crazy amounts. We're going to do a pizza night, guys. We're going to do... It's fancy and spacious. Absolutely. We're going to do devil craft pizza, and I shared it on the Discord earlier. This is Chicago pizza. We're gonna have this next meetup, March, 20 people max. 20 people max. We're gonna. Abe Foreman is my favorite. Abe Foreman is magnifico. Okay, and this is what it this is where it is. It's at Gotanda Station, the one I'll be making, because they have quite a bit of space at Gotanda. We're gonna go here, all the boys, all the lads, maybe some ladies if they can. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get some pizza. We're gonna get some pizza with the lads. Some IPAs, sorry. See, I've been working too much. You know you're working too much when you call in API and IPA and you mix it all up. Faceless, let's not get into semantics of what a pizza is. It says Chicago pizza, okay? And look, I know you guys want to shit on Chicago pizza or this type of pie-like pizza, but oh my goodness, this is amazing. And this too, there's a tiny picture there. Look, before you start shitting on it and talk about New York pizza, okay, this one, Americans, I don't understand this. This is like buffalo wings and ranch sauce. And when you eat this, you're not even eating chicken anymore. You're just having sauce. I think Americans sometimes, they don't like the meat. They just want the sauce. Yeah, Gaza, you don't need to eat it, Gaza. You don't. Sometimes Americans don't want the food, they want the sauce. And I think this is an excuse just to eat sauce. But if you like it, you like it. And I think a lot of people like this. This is my favorite pizza there. It's called the Abe Foreman. This is the best pizza, guys. Wings are considered dry without ranch. What day are you thinking? Look, I think Friday nights are the best, because Saturday you don't have to worry, because IPAs go, look at that, we've got a lot of space. We can populate this whole area. They've got chairs on the left side, and they've got a whole space in the corner there. I can rent all 20 seats. We can all just drink the whole place dry. Drink the whole place dry, guys. And Friday night's the best. Saturdays for your family. And yeah, there's a whole space here we can rent. There's a whole space there. So I'm going to do this next month, March, and I'll let you guys know in the Discord and on LinkedIn who wants to jump in. And I love this place. Yeah, we've got all the seating around here. Gotanda Station, just here. It's going to be a great event. And look, it's LGBTQ friendly. So a lot of you guys in my Discord, a lot of my community is actually an ally. So it's really good to know that the Devippo community is going to a location that favors their, how do I put it? Favors their abilities, their beautiful abilities. So let's do this, guys. Okay, Faceless, March 11th. There we go. March 11th, we're taking Faceless to have some Devilcraft. So that's Devilcraft. But you know what? You know what, guys? I want to tell you the truth. My favorite pizza is Italian pizza. Before we go into the tech talk, before we go into my pitch deck for my new service, my favorite pizza is just a margarita. I just can't go wrong. I know this is going to sound boring, and I know everyone's going to say, no way. Yes, special potato, yes, we have special needs. And if they're not met, if our needs are not met by the community, if our needs are not met by, if Devilcraft does not choose to be friendly with us, you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. So yeah, I just think Italian pizza is my favorite. And I know that people love New York pizza. I saw it in the chat. I know that it's great, but it's just a bit too much for me. I think Japan has softened my palate. Is that the right word? Japan has really made my palate soft. a bit of a softie. In Italian pizza, it's not, it's compared to like New York, it's probably bland. Let's be honest. You gotta chuck in some of that spicy olive oil. Yeah, not friendly. I want to put you on the news. We're going to cancel you. Devilcraft will be out of business in 1 week if they do not become friendly with me and my community. Devippo community. That's Pizza Talk's done. I just want to get Pizza Talk out of the way. I get it that everyone loves New York pizza in my server, but I still cannot say no to Italian, authentic Italian pizza. Bland. See, everyone says a delicate palate. That's the one. What did I say? Some accuse your side say Hiro is going to get himself in trouble talking like that around me because I'm a patriot of Italy. Did you know that? I am Italian. Sai ze di ya. Pizza. How do you do pizza? Pizza. This is what he's talking about. And oh my goodness, I've never had this pizza, guys. I just don't. I've never had pizza at Caesarea. This is what they eat. This is what you eat there. Just corn. It's just corn. Corn. Actually, that looks pretty good, to be honest. Corn looks great. I love me some corn. Actually, Caesarea is not bad if you just put corn in it. Corn and cream. It's made out of cardboard and like a whole bunch of chemicals, but geez, that must be tasty. Italians don't love corn on pizza. Is great. Yeah, I didn't have it until I came to Japan. Just like, okay, yeah, you stop with that pineapple talk. I'm not okay, I know I sound like a normie, but you know, you gotta stop with that pineapple stuff. I don't understand that. So okay, that's that. I want to get those conversations out of the way. New York pizza I've only tried in Okinawa, so I can't say I've tried real New York pizza from New York. So I bet you it's probably filled up with cocaine and crack. You guys laced it in meth. That's why it tastes so good. But I bet you it tastes good. Someday I'd love to go to New York. So now we're going to go to my pitch deck. I want to pitch you my new service I'm working on, and you can tell me straight up if it's crap. You know, I'm not scared of bullying. You want to bully me? Do it in the comment section, not at my face, because I'll cry. Do it in the comment section. Don't do it in my face. That's hurtful. I'm not scared of bullying. Cyberbullying's easy. I don't know what you guys talking about. Cyberbully. It's easy. Just turn off my computer. But if you bully me in my face at my event, I might cry, and that's quite hurtful. I can't do anything. I can't run away. It's my event. So let's go slideshow mode. Does this work now? You can see? Oh, great. You guys can see me? It's for when you don't care about cool. Matt Hindle says hardcore corn pizza. You can argue about pizza at the pizza place. Yeah, let's argue about pizza about the pizza place, and I'll do the hand gestures, and I'll talk like Mario, like a Mario Brothers character. I'll be incredibly disrespectful while talking like Mario. Natto pizza. Okay, you can stop right there, please. Looks like I'm looking at funeral slides. Yeah, it's the funeral of my channel, mate. That's what we're looking at. It's the end of Devippo. Hey, I'm new to programming and doing juniors right now. Any tips? Yep. Watch all my videos right now. All of them. Don't go sleep. From the start. All 100 videos. Watch every single one of them. And mate, oh my goodness. Can't wait. Okay, David. Okay, so look. Okay, guys. You know I've been struggling for 3 years with this channel. But let's try and find a way to quit my job and stop writing this stupid documentation, writing up all these soy dev techniques, soy stacking, Hey, make a fatter kid a pie. Hey, make a fatter kid a pie. Doesn't sound Italian. Sorry, I need an Italian friend. Okay, so connecting with international. I never intended to make Devippo the way it is. I just wanted to talk to people about working IT in Japan. That's all I wanted to do. But now I'm realizing that I should do something with it. So you guys tell me, you help me understand what's happening. So this is my pitch to companies. What is Devippo? Devippo is a tech talent hub of international workers in and out of Japan via the platforms below. So I'll put here like the icon, the logos: YouTube, LinkedIn, Discord, and IRL, in real life. 4 platforms, 4 whatever you want to call them, 4 areas, locations, services. Okay, so Discord. The numbers of Discord is now 500 developers in Japan and 500 developers out of Japan. That's the numbers right now. Okay, that's the numbers right now. It was more than one. It was reaching 1,000 a month or 2 months ago. I split the servers up because everyone from outside of Japan was a bit of a mess. Okay. So that's the Discord. That's the Discord numbers. I'm trying to show companies. I'm trying to self-glaze in front of companies of why they should use me. Oh, sorry, faceless. You might have to talk to people, and when you talk to the people, you go, "Oh wait, what's your name on Discord?" And they go, "Oh, I don't use it," but they use it, and they don't want to show how retarded they are in real life. Okay, so LinkedIn, I have 2.3k followers, and I release short and long videos, text-based posts, and event announcements. I'm going to show you guys my Discord, my LinkedIn, the numbers. I'll show you guys LinkedIn. Okay, this is my videos lately. I have 2,300 followers. Okay. Look right here. My last is when I post a stream, it doesn't get much views, but look, when I post a video, at least 2,000 impressions. Okay, that's just a repost. 3,000 impressions. So what? Okay, I made a short. I got Chat GPT to get my videos and turn it into a post. I turned that video into a short, so it will be used in a. Oh wait, no, it isn't. Why is it on YouTube? Ah, geez, I did it wrong. Sorry. And then there's 5,000 impressions. So why does this matter when I'm trying to sell my services to a company, a tech company? 5,000 impressions. Okay, let me show you my 5,000 impressions talking about working IT in Japan. It reached nearly 3,000 members. 38% are in software development, and half of them are beginners. 21% software engineers. So I want to show all these numbers to companies and glaze myself so I can sell my services to them. The service I'll show you at the end. But look, 2 people at Google know who I am. 2 people at PayPay know who I am. What's Ambush? I don't know. But look, I can just show them that, look, people in these Silicon boys are finding interest in my content. So they're watching me. Whatever I post, they're watching. They might not even be following me, but they're watching me. Okay, that's 5,000. Let's check out another post with more impressions. These don't get so much impressions because I'm just reposting my event, but that's important for the event. Here we go, another one. My 3 days a week front-end dev in Japan. I made a video on YouTube. I just wrote quickly. This is like probably incorrect grammar and the wrong way to post, but 4,400 impressions. Okay, let's look at these numbers now. It reached 2,200 members. 27% work in IT. 26% are in Tokyo. So you see what I'm working with now. 3 at PayPay, 2 at Google. So Google's watching me, PayPay's watching me, and ATOS. You want to draw down a bit more? It's all people in tech, and it's a lot of people in Tokyo. a few in India and Jakarta, but mostly Tokyo. Rakuten people are watching me, Indeed's watching me, Fujitsu's watching me, Amazon, Silicon Boys are watching me. Okay, I can go on and on about how my posts reach out. Stop the flashbacks. Flashcards about what? So anyway, so you get the picture with LinkedIn. I can show the analytics. Sometimes when I hit it right, this sounds a bit strange, when I get it really well, I get 18,000 impressions. What happens with 18,000 impressions is nearly 10,000 people, nearly 2,000 people view it. 10,000 are employed. 21% IT. Hey, stop talking about corn pizza. I'm talking about my service. Okay, Cornerstone Recruitment Japan knows who I am. Very good. Everyone knows who I am now. I'm not going to sell my service yet. So LinkedIn, I'm getting a lot of traction, even for 2,000 followers. Great. So what, Tyrone? Where's my YouTube? IRL is my meetups, drink ups, and face-to-face of people. I've lost my YouTube. The YouTube now I want to share with you. I get average. So why is this? Okay. Oh, here we go. So YouTube, I have 4.5 million. Excuse me. Calm down. 4.5 thousand subscribers, right? And then my monthly views are between 10,000 and 20,000. But remember, 10,000, I only had made 3 videos. In a month where I was active, which I can show you now, the active months of YouTube, let's say in November I was quite active. So November 1st to 30th. In active months, I get over 20,000. So I'm getting 10 to 20,000 views per month. And if we look at the audience of who's viewing, it's mostly Japan, United States, and then India, Canada, UK. It doesn't say if they're tech workers or not, but still, the point being is that my viewership is at 10 to 20k views per month, and I think the here we go. The watch time is 2,004 hours. These numbers are not. I think this is great for something small like IT, the IT industry in Japan, for IT industry in Tokyo. My live stream does not get a lot of views, but it is, we're one-on-one. You guys talking to me about pizza, I talk to you about pizza. So there's a direct connection with the audience. Tech workers. Short form videos are not doing as great, but look, I've got over 100 videos on YouTube. I chop them up and I make shorts out of them, put them on LinkedIn, put them on YouTube. And then the new content is something I want to do is the interviews. So some of you guys here actually want to interview. And the point is, okay, I won't talk about the new content yet. But anyway, interviews and something I want to do soon. I'm preparing. So I might be messaging some of you guys directly. I want to hear from you, and I want to do a proper interview online, not through live streaming. And then how can I help you? Not you, but tech companies. Is I'll promote the company job openings on all my content for let's say a month or 2. Not a job board. I don't want to hassle with a job board. I just want to make content. Oh, hey, for 97 IQ. I'm overdoing it for 97. But that's just growing, right? I'm going to grow more this year. So how it works, so I would offer weekly or monthly promotion packages to a company. So I'll collaborate with the team, the dev team, or whoever, what type of person you want, and I can kind of make my content around certain topics. I've got so many videos I want to talk about, and you basically go to the company I'm promoting for the month. Which topics would you like me to use for that month, for each week? So like 10 years working IT in Japan, and I could promote that job or that company in that video. So I'm trying to find companies or job boards, not job boards, companies who need promotion for their tech jobs or their tech company, not services. Or my viewers are tech workers who either are in Japan working or want to work IT in Japan. So it just makes sense to have that as the advertisement for every video. Unlike recruiters, I do not charge per hire. They just pay me a flat fee for the month, and it's quite a nice fee. I think it's a decent fee. I'm not asking for 20만, 30만. It's a lot more than that. I'm going to make sure every single person who looks at any of my content knows for that month this company is hiring and they have X, Y, and Z jobs, and you should apply to those jobs. Okay, your company gets full visibility into the content we release during the sponsorship. We is just me. Look, we're nearly there, guys. One more slide. You've been very good. Thank you very much. Pat yourself on the back. This is boring stuff, boring talk. All the interesting talk's gone. Pizza, things like that. So this is an example of a 1 week promotion package as a YouTube video. 1 week call to action, directly viewers to apply. I make just my typical videos I make every week. I'll add their information at the start. YouTube shorts. What's open only to? Open only to. YouTube shorts. I'll just start short maxing. I've got so many shorts I can make, and targeting people through those keywords. Live streams, like a live stream I'm doing here with you. The live stream I'm doing with you guys. Basically this, I won't be yapping about my services. I'll be yapping about working tech in Japan, things of that nature. Shout out the company every time. I'll hassle you to look at the website. Interview feature. So I'll talk about later. I'm going to start doing interviews. So yep, that's something I want to do. I'll put them on my LinkedIn. I'll be absolutely promoting them on LinkedIn while I talk and yap about working IT in Japan. And the tech meetups will be officially sponsored by that company. And my Discord, I will just okay, where's the Discord? In the Discord, I'll be telling people in the Discord, hey, here's an update. Why don't you apply to this company? Why don't you do this with your life? Why don't you do as I say? Oh. Yep, that's that. And then what else do I want to talk about? And so what's the difference? Why not a job board, you guys? I think job boards are dead. I don't know about you guys. I think they're either dead or, okay, maybe not just dead, but the interaction is so low. It's static. It's minimal trust. Why did I write cold emails? It requires candidates to search their website for stuff. That's half the trouble. There's no personality, or excitement, there's no hyping up the company, it's just text. Devippo, what I'll do is I hype, I glaze. Look, if you are, I don't even like EVs, but if you're a BYD or something, if you're some EV company looking for devs, I will glaze you. I'll talk about how EVs are taking over the world. I don't care. I'm trying to pay for my rent, okay? I'm trying to pay for Akia. They're free. Active. I'll be active and engaging with the content rather than some static, passive listing that does nothing. Look, people know who I am, so I'm not going to get a job or show a company that's trash, or so I say. Bring jobs directly to engage developers. So we engage. Devippo, absolutely. I will absolutely glaze the company. Look, I'm not asking for 30만. I'm not asking for 40만. I'm trying to double what I'm making now. Authentic recommendations, real visibility, and impressions. I could even make a video for the company and me walking around the company, shaking everyone's hand, having coffee, showing the water cooler talk. Get the lead dev to say hi to the camera. You know, things like that. So that's basically my service I want to make, or if that fails, just a bloody job board. It's the easiest thing. I mean, it's the easiest way, but it's just boring, man. It's God, jeez, and how boring making a job board would be. I like to see glaze ipo. Dumpy Alama says glaze ipo. I want to see more glaze ipo. Okay, so go make fun of me now. Go trash it. Tell me where it's not working. Tell me. It's okay. It's not IR. It's not real life. You're not saying it to my face. I'm just saying text. You cannot hurt my feelings. I'm indestructible. Go. Unglaze me. Remove the glaze. This is the funeral. Like the guy at the start said, yeah, this is the funeral. Like this is the end of my channel, guys. Nice seeing you. Nice knowing you. Time to pack up and move to Wanakia. So yeah, if you guys, there's a few of you guys here. I think Faceless. I think he's some of the guys here are on digital nomad visas in Japan. So I want to interview. I want to make my new content as my eyes glaze over the idea of making a job board. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? I don't know what it means to glaze over. Look, I've got 97 IQ, Tyler. You've got to help me here. So I want to do some more interviews. I want to make it in real life. So I'll rent a little space out. Not expensive. I'll just promote their jobs through my videos. I'm doing what they're the paid promotion. The paid promotion is the tech company and its jobs. That's all it is. It's that simple. It's a promotion. It's a paid promotion. That's all it is. And they want the people who you guys is who they want. Not every one of you guys. Not every one of you guys. But they want you to apply to their job through me. Oh, Faceless. Oh, I can't wait for this one. Do you want to jump on right now, Faceless, if you want? You can jump on the Discord and there's a streaming room. Pruden's in there, but there's a streaming room. If you want to jump in the streaming room, we want to hear. Wait, doesn't everyone want to hear what it's like as a digital nomad in Japan? Oh, Zenex, I just checked. Yeah, hardcore Japanese. So I've got some idea. My other videos is asking tech workers in Japan how much they make. I don't know where to go for Shinagawa. Oh, wait. So Faceless, can you jump in streaming room in Discord? I'll put you on. We can hear, like, what is it like? Okay. Hello? Can you hear me? Can't hear you. Can't hear Faceless.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Cool.
Wait, so, okay.
Yeah, so...
what's happening? Tell us what's up.
Yeah, so came here with Digital Nomad with my family. One of the biggest downsides is you don't get a residence card. Obviously, you can't open a bank account with that. It's hard to get an apartment. We originally set up an Airbnb. That's been a nightmare in itself.
It sounds, expensive.
Other story. Yes. I would say compared to other countries that do digital nomad, it almost feels like Japan just did it just to say, oh yeah, we do it too.
Are you there?
But like when we originally went through immigration or customs, they were confused. They thought they needed to give us a residence card. They even printed them out, and then I guess their supervisor, whoever, looked everything over, and they took them back. But I would say, yeah, just the biggest issue with it is just it's really just like a tourist visa where you're legally allowed to work, for another company outside of Japan. It's
So,
just extended for 6 months instead of 3.
but I mean, I guess the only difference is you're legally allowed, and it's 6 months.
Yeah,
But I mean, you can
yeah,
come on 3 months
yeah.
and
Because like
just not
legally, you're
not tell them, right? I mean, how would they know?
yeah, exactly. I mean, originally why I went ahead and did it was because my family wants to move to Japan, and I figured it'd be a good opportunity, to see how things are, or see how things go for my family, without making like a full commitment. One of the big things for us was just making sure that because I have three kids and a wife, so I feel like it's definitely a good opportunity to see and make sure that everyone is good with the move before fully committing to it.
If you do your 6 months, have you thought about after that, or how far have you thought ahead?
Yeah, so if everything is great, as far as my family moving here, the plan is to try to get a work visa,
Hmm.
whether that's doing the what's it called,
Employee on record.
business manager visa,
Yeah.
because like the company I'm working for is totally okay with me working remote wherever. It doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of going through the process of business manager visa, or trying to get hired through a company here in Japan.
So how long have you been here so far?
We arrived on the 13th, so not very long.
Is it your first time?
No, I've been here a couple times prior. First time was back in 2017 with my wife, and after visiting, we kind of made a decision to eventually make the move to Japan, and since then, we've had multiple kids, and so life changed a lot, and we weren't so sure about the move, and so we'll see. We'll see how the how my kids they're still adjusting, still trying to get used to the food, the culture. I mean, even the time zone difference right now, but because we only been here for since the 13th, but
And can I ask you,
we'll see.
is your how old are you? Are they under the? I mean, they have to go like daycare or kindergarten. Like, what's that situation?
Well, right now it's just my wife is watching them. Here, back in America, we were homeschooling our kids, so it
Nice.
hasn't been much of a difference for them right now. Yeah. So they're 3, 7, and 10.
Oh, 3, 7, and 10. So that's. Can you home? I don't know if you can homeschool if you're in Japan though, right? So you'd have to like send them to like an international school or something, I guess.
From my understanding, if everything goes through with figuring out the visa stuff, and get residence cards, they do have to go to school, which honestly, I'm not. I'm not against. I mean, we were homeschooling our kids back in America just because of how crappy the school system is and how woke it has gotten. Uh, I'm not so worried about that in Japan, just based off of what I've seen. They actually focus on education instead of political ideologies.
So can I ask you though, where do you come from in America then?
From South Carolina.
That's east side, East America, southeast, east.
Yeah, so it's in the South. So yeah, it's in the South. Generally, the more right leaning side of the country, but just how like the educational system has gone, because it's been you know sponsored by the government or the federal government. A lot of stuff has kind of inched its way into all schools, and so we ended up taking our kids out of school a couple years ago.
Cool, good on you guys. So then, just so was this the digital nomad visa? Was this something you always thought of, or was it just like 5 months ago you guys go, okay, we're gonna go now, or was this like a long time coming?
Well, like a couple of years, 2 years ago, I was actually working for a Japanese company, and went through the process of visa. So we had our COEs, and we're getting close to actually getting the visa. And then we decided to kind of take a step back because the company I was working for at the time was I was working almost 80 hours a week, and I decided, yeah, I don't really want to move my family to Japan and only to be working all the time. And so I kind of took a step back and tried to find another company that I could work for that wasn't very Japanese, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, and then found out like the digital nomad, with it being like, it's pretty recent.
Yeah.
Just like I said, I just kind of looked at it as an opportunity to kind of like do like a test to see if my family actually can do well here in Japan. Again, I think just the downside with it is it's really just an extended tourist visa with the benefit that you can legally,
Yeah.
technically work while on it. And so yeah, I mean, it's compared, like I said, compared to other countries like South Korea. I think their digital nomad is up to 2 years, and you get a residence card. You're able to open a bank account. And here in Japan, it just feels like it's we look at us, we do it too.
Well, I saw it. I saw it. I think 2 years ago. They were talking about it, and then when I talked to my immigration lawyer, and she was like, "I don't know about this one," and I was thinking, "Yeah, I don't know either. Not that they won't do it, but there's gonna be a catch to it. There's always like some catch to it where it's not as great. Like, okay, that I think there's like you need to make at least 10 million yen, where if you're in the US, it's maybe that's fine, but the rest of the world's like, okay, that's not us. And then maybe if you're making over 10 million yen, you're probably at an age where you might be having a family, or you're kind of a few years into your career where it's like, okay, I can't just suddenly go to Japan. So it's kind of it puts people like people in Thailand don't even make probably $20,000 a year, and they're having a great time nomading, right? So I think it's always that. I always thought there's a catch to this, and just not being able to have a residence card or anything, it just sounds like a headache. But I think it's great that you.
Oh, absolutely! It's definitely not.
Go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just think it's but it's still a great. It's better than going 3 months and having to go back, right? Like you can see it that way. Like you can do a 3-month holiday and then go back. It's kind of a hassle with with family members. But 6 months, you should be able to find out if it's right for you.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think the biggest thing too is that it's even though you're allowed to bring family with you, it doesn't seem like it's ideal, for someone that has a family, just
Yeah,
because of the with not being able to get residence cards, and it makes it harder to find an apartment, or like short term apartments, for example. Like it's extremely hard
yeah.
to find those here. Um,
So I was gonna.
Luckily for me, like there's a company that I
There you go.
go ahead.
There's a company that what?
Yeah, there's luckily for me, like there was a company that I've been volunteering for, and it's a startup based here in Japan, and they're helping like I guess sponsor an apartment
Yeah,
or whatever. They're actually putting it in their name, so we don't have to be stuck in Airbnb. But that's not going to be most people's situations,
yeah,
and an idea like there's definitely with Airbnb, for example, like it's going to be a lot cheaper for just one person. So like someone coming
yeah,
here for digital nomad should be able to afford if they're making the amount of the 10,000 yen, or no, I'm sorry, what was it, 10 million yen?
yep,
I'm still
yep,
trying to get my brain out of American money, but they're making that, like they should be able to do just fine.
yeah.
But the cheapest Airbnb we were able to find is where we're at right now. It was like $2,000 a month, which
Damn, that's expensive. Yeah,
I guess compared to rent, compared to rent in the U.S., like that's not terrible, but still not ideal.
compared to like if that's USD 2,000, that's at least 300,000 yen. That's a really nice house you can rent out
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
nice area in Tokyo. But I was just trying to think. So,
Mhm.
have you looked into employee on record? EOR.
No, that's the first I'm hearing about
Okay,
it.
so later on, there's another American guy. He has a child, a daughter. He was here like a few years ago. He's trying to get back, and his company. I think he gets quite a decent income in America. His company is working with an employee on record, so that he's an employee in
Hmm.
Japan, and it's like a proxy company. It's totally legal, but I think there's a few fees involved. Like it's like
Mm.
$10,000 to register. You have to get your company on board to it. But I'll link you the guy in Discord. He doesn't talk so much today these days, but he's doing something very similar. He's trying to do something very similar to bring his daughter back, his wife and daughter back to Japan. But I think you might want to look into employee on record because you
Mm.
don't have to go the whole manager visa route, which is a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, I think it's like with a business manager, it's like you have to. It was like $30,000 or something. I can't remember. It was crazy. I don't know, well, not a crazy high amount, but it was a
5 million
large.
yen, and then you have to have like a business plan, and then for the first 6 months they like watch your if you're making money. Like there's all these but they check you a lot, you know.
Yeah,
It just sounds like you don't want, you got kids, you got a wife. I don't think you want to hassle with all this starting a company, you know. You're basically starting a company in Japan.
yeah,
But look it up. I'll try and link you some
yeah. I mean,
information.
okay.
Wait, is there something
Yeah, I
else?
mean, I just say like,
Yeah, you go on.
no. I mean, that's about it. I would just say, I think Japan, if they're going to stick with a digital nomad visa, they're going to have to make some adjustments, because it's just not ideal, especially for for families. And I know I came into it knowing it wasn't ideal, I just kind of looked at it as an opportunity to make sure my family is good with living in Japan. Um, it's definitely something that they had to adjust it. It just doesn't make sense with how it is now.
Well, it must be exciting for your kids, right? Like what 10 years old and they can like live in Tokyo. I'm guessing like around Tokyo, and the average kid, 10-year-old kid, can't really get that experience. So it must be really exciting for them and your whole family. So it's pretty cool. Cool what you're doing.
Oh yeah, I mean I wish I had an opportunity like this when I was a kid. I mean, I didn't leave. The first time I ever left the country was when I went to Japan in 2017. So I'm excited for my kids to be able to have the opportunity just to experience a different culture.
That's awesome. Uh, but before I let you go, so what is your like your job description exactly? Of course, you're in tech, but what do you do?
Well, kind of all kinds of things, but for the past, I've been a developer for almost 11 years now, mostly focused on front end. Been the company I'm at now, working more on the back end side of things, Java side.
Oh, so you're not doing front end anymore. You stopped front end.
Yes and no. Still work on the front end here and there, but mostly back end right now.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm tired of front end. I'm done. 9 years, I'm done. Or 10 years, I'm done. Well, I'm not done because
No,
it
I
pays
get
my
it. I
bills.
get it.
So I'm like, okay, well, I gotta keep doing it.
I mean, that's my passion as a developer. I love making, building front end UI and everything, but it's definitely, I know what you mean. At one point, it definitely gets tiresome. You want to work on something else.
But I always say, like, if it's your own thing, it's not really work, right? If it's your own
Yeah.
project, I'm making my thing. This is fun. But once you're getting paid to make someone else's thing, it just really changes the dynamics.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, man. Hey, thanks for joining in and letting us know what's happening with the digital nomad visa. I didn't really know that it was like that. So, but yeah, if you're free, right? There's the meetup. But if not, yeah, that pizzas. We're gonna do the pizzas. Everyone's gonna do the pizzas together, and we're gonna just talk about pizzas all night. It's gonna get into a heated debate on pizza. Can't wait. So, yeah, hope to see you then.
Oh yeah, I'll be at the meetup this month, and I'll go and tell everyone why pineapple belongs on pizza.
Oh, jeez. Good luck on that one. Oh, hey, thanks, man. Take it easy.
All right, you too.
See ya.
Bye.
Nice. That was awesome. That was my first person who does, first time to talk to someone who has a digital nomad visa. Let me check the chats real quick. 10:20. We've got a bit of time left. Let me just check the chats, what everyone was talking about. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, hardcore Japanese says street interviews are more easily picked up by the algo. Yeah, that's something I'll be trying to do. But interesting, three kids and a wife and digital nomad. That's not easy. Look, I'm just at home with the missus and the baby, and I'm like, okay, this is enough for me, just staying home. But that's awesome. Hopefully I can get him to try and connect with a EOR, and also I think Alderman, his name is on Discord, another American guy. Let me check the chats. Next one is Tyler Campbell. Nope. Roma says, we can hear you, but I can't see your face. Oh, he got him with the faceless name. Yasin Mars says, I think you can also promote products to people who are already employed in Devippo. For example, products for developers like Japanese could provide for something. products to learn Japanese, etc. That's also interesting. There is a guy coming on. I think he's coming on the next event. He has his own Japanese product, learn Japanese product. Engineer, of course. Yeah, no, that's a good one. Products for learning Japanese. That's one type of promotion that I should try to do as well. But I would like to keep it to tech, because once you start doing the Japanese study, I want to get like a million weebs, and I'm okay with weebs, but I can't take a million weebs. Those are for the other channels. I want to get the tech group in Japan, out of Japan. Yeah, that's more of my target, and my channel won't go over 10,000 subscribers, which is where I think it will max out at, and I'm fine with that. I'll just build around that 10k, try and make as much content, get the events going, try and get some more live streaming. Just have a good time, guys. Just have a good old dandy time. Can we do that? Digital nomad visas expanded to entire families. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just for one guy, but I guess if you have, I think it's something like for every child or every dependent, you have to have, X amount of yen per person. And but what I'm hearing is 11 years in tech, and he's in America. I guess you can get a pretty decent income. You convert that to yen. You're living a great life here. Fleet says 13-7 days. I'll just check the chats. Fleet says, I've seen enough libs of TikTok to know wokery in schools, in places you'd never imagine. Yeah, Fleet, I try not to watch the like libs of TikTok stuff. I know it's funny, and it's really funny, guys. Like that whole, like watching people do that, it's funny. But you also realize that they're suffering. It's something I've noticed recently, which I try to stop. Like, when you watch, what was that, like Louder with Crowder or something? That guy does the like Change My Mind. Like I don't really know. I don't know about him. I don't really care about him. But when you see him, like when people start to break down in front of him, that's kind of funny. But you also realize it's someone suffering, and I don't really like. I'm 37, so I don't want to watch people suffer. Like I'd rather not. It's not that I like them. I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see that kind of stuff. Some of you guys know if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. You don't want to keep watching that stuff. It's not good for you. It's not good for your mental. It's like all that American politics stuff. I'm not from America. It's not really good to watch war. It's not really good to watch him talk about things that I'm in Japan. I'm trying to start my own thing. I've got to change nappies. It's probably not good for your mind. I've got to fix bugs. I've got documentation to write. I probably have to write it tomorrow, even though I'm 3 days a week working. So yeah, libs of TikTok. Stop watching. It's bad for you. Yeah, your pineapple potato says your pineapple pizza gets all my hate. There's going to be a lot of hate around the pineapple discussion. It sounds like a normie discussion, but it's more than just a normie's discussion. This is a philosophical discussion which will be had at Devilcraft. Faceless says the more kids you have, the more based you are. Well, look, I've got one Faceless, and hey, Faceless, I'll tell you this, guys. I'm looking at like daycares and kindergartens because soon we'll have to take him. And when I look at the teacher, if the teacher has purple hair, I don't want my kid to go there. And maybe that lady just thought that day purple hair would be cool, and I'm sorry for judging you, but if I see like rainbow hair and stuff, I feel okay. No, just be careful, okay? If I see a male teacher and he's got like piercing or long, like he's just a bit fruity. Look, I don't hate you. I just don't want my child to be around this kind of stuff, and I'll just take my child somewhere else. If there's nose rings here, so I've got a base take, guys, and so for example, this is going to sound really strange or bad, but there's a lot of so if the teacher's a lady teacher, because there's international kindergartens, international schools, if the lady's there, I prefer female teachers for kids. That's my natural I didn't think about this till I had a child. Then I also, not only is she female, she just be a normal lady. That's like really important. Don't be like purple hair, nose piercings. I just want to make sure they have a stable person teaching them the ABCs and not telling him that he has to do, just be fine with, just be normal, just be a normal person. And then the other part was, if there's another one. There's a lot of Filipino ladies who teach English in Tokyo, and I think that's really good too. And I tell you why, is they're actually a lot more traditional than a Western woman. And also, I was raised Catholic. I'm not Catholic now. I'm not like going to church, but I think that influence of having more traditional upbringing, even though I was into like, oh yeah, man, Richard Dawkins, man, yeah, in high school, university. As I get older, I'm just like, nah, that's probably not. I don't want my kids raised by Richard Dawkins. I don't want Richard Dawkins turning him into a gaytheist. I mean, you can believe what you want, but I just don't want. So, like a traditional Filipino lady teacher, I think is great. They're traditional. They'd speak English perfectly fine. I'm fine with that. But if it's like purple hair, nose piercing, you check out she's on Blue Sky, like talking, just like, geez. Okay, I think that's enough of that. I don't want to get. This is not the based channel. This is just me talking about being a father. Just being a father, trying to look after your kids. That's what I'm trying to do. Faceless says, Potato says, how is Ashiba doing? Yeah, he's sleeping on the bed right there. Tired of me yapping all night. Faceless says, I'm a conservative and the US is definitely changing for the better, but I'm so tired of politics, came to Japan to get away from the craziness. That's great. That's good on you. Because when you walk around, you don't see any of that. And you probably feel safer too. I feel a lot safer than in New Zealand, but I would like to take my child to New Zealand in 5 years from now to be educated. But yeah, Japan's great, guys. I never complain about Japan. It's not perfect, but I can't come to Japan and Japan give me everything I wanted in life and complain about it. So it is what it is around here, but it's pretty good. Don't be a llama says World War III over it. I mean, if it happens, it happens. What am I going to do? Gaza says everything can be put on a pizza. Oh, come on, mate. Gaza, is it like, what is it, 11 p.m. there where you are? Are you on some of the devil's lettuce there? Nose ring? They got you. You need a lint check for daycares. Yeah, we need a few lint checks on these daycares. You can actually check in these daycares and kindergartens. You can check who the teachers are. So I recommend if you ever want to look around and look at the teachers, and if you just feel something's not right, don't take them. I wish I could homeschool in Japan. I wish I could. I don't think it's allowed. I think it's illegal to do that. But anyway, it's only if you send them to the international schools. You got to be careful with some of these international schools. Japanese are quite based. Or you take them to the Okinawa has it's a lot of bases there, a lot of Americans, so a lot of them are more traditional, and the military mothers, I think, teach English in Okinawa, so you're not going to have all that, all the stuff you don't want, all the stuff that I don't want from my kids' teachers. Don't Be a Llama says, we understand no drag shows. Got it. Oh, no drag shows as well. Richard Dawkins has, Fleet says, Richard Dawkins had some really good evolutionary biology shows before the atheism stuff. Oh yeah, I think Richard Dawkins stuff was interesting back in university. It was two guys. Oh wait, I think there was like three guys, but the two guys that every guy at university was watching debate and talk was Richard Dawkins and Christopher Hitchens. And growing up, if you are my age, 37, if you grew up as a Catholic or Christian, or those were the guys you would look at to question. I'm not saying that you should or they're right or they're good, but it was people I looked at in university thinking, interesting. I don't want to talk about this stuff, guys. But I'm not a atheist, and I'm not gonna bash a Bible in front of you. Do what you want to do. Just leave the kids out of it. Don't Be a Llama says, does Sheba have to share his premium beef now that you have a kid? No, he still gets his premium beef, and the kid gets premium milk from New Zealand, straight from New Zealand. Yeah, the selfish gene is great. Yes. I think Richard Dawkins pretty much made the ideas of memes, right? I don't know if he coined memes. He probably coined memes. Gaza says, nah, 9:30 for me. I'm on the better west coast. Oh, you're in Perth. Somewhere near Perth. Yeah, the selfish gene. But Hardcore, did you read that stuff? Because I think you're in Hong Kong, right? Is that stuff popular when you... Like, how would you get into Richard Dawkins? Anyway, I don't want to make this like it's not really the point of talk about this stuff. Yeah, keep the kids out of that. Yeah, you're right, Barack. Keep the kids out of that. Yep, all that stuff. I mean, if you want to do it with yours, you do it with yours. Just don't do it. I won't let anyone do that to mine. Well, I don't know Selfish Gene was that popular. Okay, I think that's the topics. I don't have any more call-ins today, unless there's if there's an interesting character, or there's some interesting things we should look at. This is due for 11, but I think it's kind of done, unless there's some interesting topic. There was one thing I was going to talk about too, guys. Was I put it on it was on my LinkedIn. There's one thing I wanted to talk about, which is a bit more chill topic, a bit more of a chill topic, and that was a lot of my clothing is from Uniqlo. Oh wait, I can't move it. Stuck. A lot of my clothing's from Uniqlo. I don't know about you guys. This is probably the last topic before I have to go and do some stuff. But how much does it cost for Japanese language school? For 1 year, 1 million yen? So I don't know how you yen to USD, if you want to know. So for a language school for 1 year, just say around this much. Oh wait, $6,600 US a year, around. Less, could be less. Uniqlo sponsor. Uniqlo, guys, honestly, all my underpants, all my socks, Uniqlo. I'm a bit taller, so I can't get jackets and pants, like long pants, but Look, if you're under 6 foot, Uniqlo is great. Uniqlo has the cheapest of everything. Okay, guys, look, I hate these websites. Okay, sorry, I'm a front-end guy, and this type of... I'm sorry, I'm sniffing because it's a bit cold these days. Hey, Lois, oh shit, Lois, jump on the Discord. We have one more call in. Hey, Lois, jump on the Discord. Lois is doing the... I'm trying to get this guy on. Lois is doing the Devippo Meetup presentation. The second presentation. Yeah, they have every sock you want. I don't know how to use this website because this website's silly. Wait, I'll message you, Lewis. Just audio. Okay, I'll put yeah, audio only, and I won't show your name stuff. I'll try and get him on. Maybe you guys can hear him.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you just check if the chat can hear you? This is Lewis talking for the next Devippo meetup.
Okay, I can hear 2 channels. Maybe it's the...
You've got to turn your audio down on your channel.
Yeah, I think I just needed to turn down the YouTube.
Yeah, I was going to go...
Oh, now I can't. Okay.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you. I think there's a delay.
People can hear you, but there's a delay on your... Are you listening through... Where?
So I can see your lips move on the stream before I can hear you on Discord for some reason. There's like a 3-4 second delay.
So don't watch the stream. Just just listen to Discord. Don't watch the stream. I'll just have your image of you up front in the... There's a delay. There will always be a delay with YouTube and Discord chats.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, cool.
Okay, sorry, I was going to show everyone Uniqlo and how all my underpants and socks are from Uniqlo, but you came in just in time before I made this shit talk. Great timing.
Oh, I'm glad I saved the stream.
Okay, guys, Lewis saved it. Okay, so where should we go? You're doing a presentation next week, Friday night. Do you want to talk?
Yeah, that's right.
Do you want to tell everyone who you are?
Yeah, I mean, I've known Tyrone for like 13 years. Since I arrived in Japan, straight off the boat from the UK.
Is that all? Where's the hype?
That's it. There's no hype. And then I had a really, really normal career for a while. So, I mean, I worked as an English teacher for like 6 months and then joined a couple of Japanese companies. The first one was some really basic marketing stuff. Eigyo Kikaku was the department. And then I moved into like, there's a Japanese IT company called Netscape. Not to be confused with Netscape. Really annoying. But I worked for Daijob, which is the worst company name ever. And then Netscape, which sounds way too much like Netscape. Yeah, and then I worked for Sanofi for like 6 years on a big digital project. Not as a software engineer, but like as a project manager. I could speak Japanese. The engineers couldn't really speak Japanese, English. So I was just the go-to guy between Sanofi and the developers in my company. Yeah, and then I got into data science and machine learning, worked as a freelance data scientist for a couple of years in an ad agency. Then got into some non-profit stuff, which was interesting. But then I saw with generative AI, there's probably a whole bunch of stuff that you could build. It's easier to code now than ever. Why don't you just build something? And that's what led me to Shopify, which I'll be presenting at the next meetup. Next Friday, right?
Yep, next Friday. Don't miss your Shinkansen.
I will not. I'll be in Tokyo next week, the whole week actually.
Oh, okay. you'll meet a few people from the last from meetups before, so some similar faces.
Cool. You can show Shopify if you want here, just like show people around.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I don't know if that's the thing. I don't know if this is the right time to do it because they're probably like, I know this is the end of your stream, but you can feel free to do that.
Or should I do it now then?
Yeah, let's go in.
Okay, wait. I gotta get my I gotta do the password and stuff. So I'll put it to another screen.
Okay.
Just to let you guys know, Lewis wasn't a traditional engineer or coder, so this is all just his own research and his own soy deving by himself. So it's, if you want to target him, just remember that before you diss him. You can say it's shit.
I can barely code a for loop.
No, you can code it. Your whole website's just for loops.
It's just for loops.
Okay, I just got the
Turing complete.
Let me get I got to log in, sign in with the password.
Am I looking for developers? I might be. I have a list of like 50 things I want to build and like not enough time. And I'm now realizing as I go through, so I've got one customer for ShopperScan. They've been helping me to build it. A lot of my friends work in recruiting. As a foreigner living in Japan, that ends up being the case. They earn good money. And so I just spoke to one of the guys that's the country manager for a big recruitment agency and said, look, I think I can make your workflow like a lot quicker. I can go to like Japanese career pages, translate all of the jobs to English so your recruiters actually understand what's going on and then make that information like super efficient to pass. And that ended up being ShopperScan.
Okay, so I'm going to look at just so everyone knows, this is a B2B product and not a B2C. But okay, I'm putting in React and I'm getting like, is this automatically, right? Giving me...
Yeah, it should AI generate a Boolean search. It's weird, like recruiters like searches like this, like Booleans where you can search the title and the JD, the job description.
Okay, so now I put on React.
Boolean that's generated. Yeah.
What should I do now? I want to look for a high-paying React job.
Okay. Let's see what comes up here.
Okay.
So yeah, go back to that Boolean just so people understand what's actually going on with that search.
Yeah.
It's a really weird way of searching. It's just what recruiters tend to do because LinkedIn used to have this function. So if you click on the search bar again, it will come up in like the spotlight, like Apple, the search bar where the colored text is at the very top, to the right of the bird. There you go. So yeah, anything in green is searched within the title. So titles tend to have two things, right? Like the role and the seniority. So behind the scenes, I've got an AI saying, if someone asks for a senior dev role, like split that up between dev-like terms and then link it with an and operator and then seniority. So it will be like, now there's no seniority mentioned here. So can you open that up again, Tyrone?
What do I do?
Just show the search, the Boolean search. It was like, just click the search bar. That's it.
I'm clicking.
I can't see the mouse moving. Like click that's it. Just show this. So yeah, this basically says if engineer or developer or programmer is in the title, then it counts. And then anything that's white is in the JD, like the job description. So that will search throughout everything. So usually React isn't really in the job title. Sometimes it is, but mostly it would be just included as a skill within the JD. So it makes that distinction. And then, yeah, that's basically how the search works. It's a bit weird because that's how recruiters tend to do this kind of stuff. So,
and you have 58,000 jobs active.
Yeah, they're all active.
That's amazing. Amazing. I wanted to use that.
Amazing. So it goes like the way that the scraper works and how that updates is it just checks whatever's in my database. The scraper will go out, check if it was already in the database, and if it was, it won't try to add it again. If the scraper goes out and finds a new job, it will add it to the database. If the scraper goes out and doesn't find a job that is currently in the database, it will mark it as removed. So actually, if you click on the left, just under the bird, there's a green tab, right? Active.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm running out of battery. So if you click active,
It's on active. There's
on the far
removed
left.
or bookmarked.
Maybe it's just slow on my side. I can see the screen, but maybe it's like you're that much slower.
Yeah, I think it's delayed.
That's why. Yeah. It is like 20 seconds of delay, so it's hard for me to like. But yeah, you can just see there. Actually, recruiters often want to call a company. They know HR is going to be in the office, or they have a scheduled call coming up later that week, and then they've already gathered the jobs for that company that they want to talk about. For job seekers, it doesn't really matter if a job's been removed, but for recruiters, it does. They want to seem prepared. They want to go into the call and know, oh, by the way, I saw this position closed. Like, tell me what happened there. Did you fill the position? Is the department no longer hiring? They kind of need that information. So I've actually included within the dashboard the removed jobs. I know there'll be like a 20-second delay or so, but you can click removed and then see those removed jobs.
Oh, the new jobs
Yeah, the removed jobs.
are removed. Why should I
Yeah.
look at removed jobs though? Is there a reason?
Oh, I'm just saying that's like one of the functions that recruiters want. That like general job seekers.
It says
necessarily
when it was
care.
removed. Interesting.
It says when it was removed, and it's just a good reference point. So like, a recruiter will come to the dashboard, check the company specifically, and then see, oh, actually this job was removed. I need to change the color. That color sucks. But yeah, I guess I can go through some of the other features. What we can just add in chat, like, what do you want me to talk about with this thing? Do you want me to go through the features, like how I built it? Like, what are some of the questions? I'll just go through all the features.
Moneyfold is hiring up to 13 million yen for a back-end engineer in Fukuoka.
In Fukuoka.
And this is translated by AI, or it depends on the job description?
It's all translated with AI. I use Google Flash, like Gemini Flash, sorry, 1.5. I upgraded to 2. It just came out, and it's super, super cheap to use. Even, I think it probably cost me about $200 to process every single one of those jobs. So when I go to a page and get the job information, I can so I do like a bunch of cleaning. So remove certain patterns from the HTML, so I'm not just shoving the whole thing into a language model. Because there are token limits, not because of the cost. The cost is still really cheap. And then AI is really bad at generating, it's getting better, but it's really bad at generating new information and will hallucinate, but it's really good at summarizing things. So if it's just HTML and it contains a bunch of job information, you can summarize it pretty easily. And then platforms like LinkedIn, Indeed, they do have their own scraping operations. There's a bunch of pages in Japan that they're not getting. It's optimized for the West, right? But also, if the job posting contains a salary, it's not sortable within their database. It's not like a separate column you can sort by, because it's just embedded somewhere in the job post. But if you just use AI and just summarize it and ask it to extract certain bits of information, you can do that. So I'm extracting the salary, I'm categorizing by like different occupation, industry, what else? I am extracting the years of experience for a job. I'm extracting the skills as individual strings. You can show why. Actually, Tyrone, yeah, if you see this, I know there's a delay, but we're on the red screen, right? The analytics.
Yeah, I'll stay on the red screen.
Okay, cool. So like, you can see the salary distribution. So that would only be made possible by me extracting the salaries. Salaries come in ranges. There might be a delay, but you can see that average word is underlined under salary distribution. You can play around with that, and you can get the distribution for the lower range of the salaries, and the upper range is average by default. The visualization on the top right, salary versus experience, is only possible because I went through every single job and extracted the minimum years of experience required for that job and then mapped it to the salary. So that's really useful for recruiters. In general, this this entire PowerPoint looking thing is useful for recruiters because they're asked to make market reports all the time. Like a company might be hiring for a certain position and they want to know how much they should be paying that person, especially if the recruiter is trying to get someone in who's like slightly above market value. You can point to this and say, okay, this person is probably better than other candidates. They are demanding, say, 12 million for this position, but your budget is 9. Here's what you'd be paying if you were in line with like the top 20% of what other companies seem to be paying. So you're getting that like top 20% person. So it's good for recruiters to be able to like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like give evidence for their position that the company should be paying more. And it's just good for them to like go into these calls with HR, like prepared, like here's how much like people are being paid for this kind of position. If you go to the bottom row, I've extracted the skills, like here's the top skills required, top paying skills, just to take it back one step, in fact. Like all of this analysis is just for the filter that's been given at the top right. So in the search bar, we had that Boolean term. These are supposed to be React engineers. You can apply any filter and it will generate a visualization just like this. So recruiters used to have to spend like 2-3 hours per report doing this. If a client requested it, they'd go to LinkedIn or something like that, but like 30 to 40 jobs in an Excel and then produce these visualizations manually. Now it's a matter of like, a minute or two. So that's why this particular visualization exists.
Interesting.
I realize when I watch people use my app how dumb the UI is sometimes, so it's always fun to watch.
But do you watch people real time, or do you watch them? How do you watch them?
Actually, like PostHog has session replay, so I can see.
PostHog.
Yeah, it's basically free up to a certain point. I think they just optimize for enterprise clients. If you're a small like web app like me, then it's basically free to use. What's my pricing structure? I charge a company, so it's for agencies, like recruitment agencies. For an agency that has up to 10 people, I'm charging 150,000 yen a month. And for an agency beyond that, 250,000 yen a month. That includes the analytics, which is technically like a gomang like extra. So it could be 100,000 or 200,000. But everyone kind of wants that function, so they'd be willing to pay it. Hopefully. I have one customer so far. I just released like 3 weeks ago.
And that's why I wanted to show you to people. I think there's quite a few people coming to the event, and the interesting about you, Lewis, and I think I wanted to share with people, the 26 people watching, and also the people at the event, is that you're doing the sales all by yourself, and you're not traditionally an engineer, but you're making this all by yourself. You're a 10x solopreneur, basically.
I honestly think at this point, like AI can write so much code, right? Like, and you can, if you don't understand what's going on, you can query the AI itself, right? So like, I feel like it's just such an easy, and it's never been easier to learn. It's never been easier to code. And before I made ShockerScan, I made another web app for like 9 months. And I mean, I learned the basics doing that. The web app kind of sucks. I learned a lot doing that. But even for Shocker Scan, like at first, it was so dumb. My first attempt at making a scraper, I just hosted it as a web service in Render. And then I realized, oh, if I want to scrape like lots of sites at the same time, I'm going to need to like pay for lots of web services on Render, and it'll be like $5, $6 each. And that has like basically as much concurrency as just however many web services I'm paying for, and that's really dumb. So my second attempt was, okay, I'll just like implement concurrency within whatever language I'm using. So I'm using Playwright in TypeScript. So there is like some async stuff anyway. But then I realized if I just use a proper cloud service, I'm using Google Cloud Platform now, that concurrency is all built in. I can just run the same program as many times as I want. And it's just a simple setting within GCP to like, I have it running 20 scrapers at a time, even though my resources can probably do a lot more than that. I made so many mistakes building this thing and then just rebuilt it along the way. It's a good way to learn for sure. What's my background? I briefly went over, like I did work in IT before in a Japanese IT company for, I think 6 years total. I was a Seishain for 3 years and then 3 years as a freelancer. I was on the same project doing digital projects for Sanofi, the French pharma company. That's as close as I got to engineering. And then I studied data science and started working on data sciencey things in an ad agency. But there were proper data scientists there. I have like a reasonable grasp of stats. But they had people actually writing the Python and all that kind of stuff. And my job, the data scientists were very technical, but they couldn't speak any Japanese. So I just, the main part of my job was just to translate between the data scientists and the Japanese clients.
So, Faceless is an American guy on a working holiday visa, on a digital nomad visa. So he'll be at the event. He'll probably have a few questions for you too there. But
cool.
Yeah, there are a few people here be at the event. See, I'm telling you, Lewis, what you've built is pretty cool for your background and how you're selling it. I think it's amazing. It's enough glazing. So, yeah, just check if anyone else has a question. Don't be a llama.
Yeah, there's two. What's your marketing strategy? My marketing, because I already know quite a few recruiters. I've just approached them, and we've got 5 companies right now trialing it. And next week, I'm married and I'm in Sendai most of the time. My wife's work is basically always in Sendai. So next week when I'm in Tokyo, I will be. Thank you. I will be having like I think 7 or 8 meetings. It's quite full next week.
7 or 8.
Just
Jeez.
reach out in my network. And actually, there's one guy who used to be a recruiter, and I've offered him like a small amount of commission just to reach out on my behalf to people in his network. So every once or twice a week, I'll get a message.
Says I think we lost him. What? I don't think we lost you. Oh, I think I have to quickly. Just a second. I have to window to display. Sendai Aki, as he says.
Are you trying to find where I am?
No, 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 no,
Search
no.
Kamisugi is where I'm based.
I'm just trying to show everyone that how long it takes you to get to Tokyo if you take a train. It's an hour and a half
An hour and a half, yeah, just
to
over
get
an hour and
Tokyo
a half.
Station. You should be able to hear him now. I think I had to reset my my camera because it's connected to my microphone. It should be fine now. Always happens.
Oh, hang on. Can you hear now?
Yeah, I think it's nothing wrong with you. I have to. I'm using OBS, and my OBS like messes up every 40 minutes or so.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone type in chat. Okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, that was my fault.
So, like, yeah, I mean, once a week, maybe once every couple of weeks, I come back and forth between Tokyo and Sendai. It's not ideal budget-wise, but it's really nice. It's nice to get out of Tokyo, for sure.
Pop in with the boys from
The
Sendai.
boys from Sendai. Lads trip to Sendai.
Jack
will be
Jack
chilled.
Fowler will be there too.
Nice.
Some
Who's Jack?
Who's Jack? Oh, Jack.
Hello, Jack.
Jack's coming. Jack's we had bears together at the a meetup. He's a good banter from America.
Good banter? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do Americans have good banter? Is that a thing?
A very few do. The ones who come through Devippo, they learn the hard way.
Okay.
They're fine.
Pretty
They
sure
learn the
I've
hard way.
offended a few Americans in Japan from the British form of banter.
Oh, it's okay. No, they're from my Discord. They know what's up. They know the banter.
Cool. We got some selection bias. Faceless. Do you have any plans to expand outside Japan? Kind of. So, I mean, I'm starting with the niche of like bilingual recruiters, like I guess non-native Japanese speaks English better than Japanese recruiters in Japan. But actually, like my first client who helped me with the development of this, they gave me feedback from a very early stage. They're a global company, and they have offices like they have offices in APAC, they have offices elsewhere, and apparently they're considering a big project to do something like what I've built here, but globally. And so I might be in a position to like expand this to get jobs from other countries and then see where that leads me. It's not something I've like given a whole lot of thought to, but if I'm working with bilingual recruiters in Japan, a lot of them have global offices, right? A lot of these agencies don't just operate in Japan, and there might be a route just to like expand it outside. But that would be like, if I do that, it will be on the request of clients, and enough clients request it that it becomes a viable thing. For now, I'll just focus on the niche of what I'm doing and see where that goes.
I'm just going to check one more query. Yeah, I think it'll be really interesting because on Friday people can ask you questions in real time and not through here. And a lot of other people not in the stream right now will be attending, so look forward to that one.
I'd say while you're doing this, like using the search query, I thought search would be pretty easy. It's really hard to get the signal from the noise, and that's something I'm really working on right now, because you might want to get like a very specific role, you might want a very broad role, and actually the search function that you've created, like, is a trade-off between those two. So there's a thing in the bottom right, like a little speech, like a red button speech thing, and I've got support chat there. So like now anyone who's using the dashboard, and if they're stuck, they can't find what they're looking for, they can just message me directly and I'll just be on it. I set up a webhook. I told Tyrone, so I was excited because I'd never used webhooks basically ever. I clicked it, so I set it up so like when someone messages me using that, my Apple Watch goes off, which was cool. Yeah, I just got a fucking, I just got one. I can now check the delay because I'm only just now watching you. You can have your money back, man. It's you paid nothing, so you can have the whole lot back. You're welcome.
Oh, but I'll tell everyone how I'm going to use this, because my Levtech project finishes in like 2 months. I'm going to try and find a company here and just DM whoever's in charge of this company.
Yeah, a lot of recruiters using this currently have asked for hiring manager information.
Yeah.
So I would be worried to do that without figuring out compliance, right? That's something you have to be really careful about. So I know it. So there are companies like SalesMarker in Japan that they get like leads, right? They get lead information for salespeople from platforms like Sansan, LinkedIn, all that kind of stuff. I know there's a way to do it. I just don't know the compliance requirements. So I've said, once I've got to say Gojuman per month worth of revenue, I can start maybe paying for legal fees and getting the hiring manager information in there and figuring that out. I did speak last week to an American company that does something similar to like ZoomInfo, SalesMarker. These are basically like Apollo. These are like lead generation companies, but they're doing it much cheaper than those companies. And it's like $100 a month. And they said any information that you find on our tool, you can embed it in your web app if you want.
Oh, nice.
Which I didn't think it would be possible. Thought that would be like kind of reselling. But I think because they don't really focus on Japan and they're like a growing startup and their information is actually pretty good, like they were just like, yeah, sure, just do what you want.
But if you're using that service, you can just say, oh, it's not. I'm not legally getting this information. They are.
Yeah, but if I'm going to embed it in my app, I'm storing it somewhere, and that means I have to do a whole bunch of compliance things.
I see.
So like, yeah, that's something I'd be more worried about.
What does it ask for? Forgiveness, not for permission? Is that the
I
is that
for
what they do?
scraping maybe when you're kind of helping you by scraping and directing people to their pages anyway. But when it comes to like compliance, like I'm less likely to do that.
What if you do it
like personal information stuff? I'd be more worried.
There's all the personal information, like you see all the numbers and LinkedIn connections, and then you just go, I didn't know. I didn't know. What? I didn't know. What?
Nah, I'm not doing that anytime soon. But also, like a lot of recruitment agencies have their own contracts with lead generation tools. So like, it made us a couple of more clicks, and any friction is always bad, but they can still go and find that hiring manager's information in their own database or in a tool that they're already contracted with. It's definitely it's something that you can do on their side anyway.
Cool, man. Look forward to the event.
Yeah, man. Very much looking forward. I'm going to prepare absolutely nothing. I'm going to go in and just show people around the tool and answer questions. And
Yeah, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And play some pool. There's a pool table.
It was a Motesando, right?
Yep. I linked you the event space.
Yeah. That should be good. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Okay, I better let you go, and then so you can fix some bugs.
Cool. Pleasure to chat. Let's do it again sometime.
Yeah. See you on Friday. I'll see you on Discord every day.
See you on Discord. Continue chatting. The banter continues every day. See you next Friday in person.
Cheers, mate. Easy, man. Take it easy. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, chat. That's Lewis. He'll be presenting on Friday. Good bloke. Good lad. One of the lads, right? It's a lad. A lad is making the service, and I think it's sometimes there are some issues with the website, but I mean, hey, pretty good for a guy who's never worked in an IT. He hasn't really been a full stack engineer or anything. He just did it himself, doing sales by himself. I think that's awesome. Good luck to him. He's already got a client. Just need a few more, and he's good to go. And I've got some wine to drink. Keep it 100. Keep it 100. Can we? Is that me putting the 100? Only me. So keep it 100, guys. Look, it's 11. It's a little bit past. A little bit past 11, but I really appreciate everyone who came in and chat. Lewis had a chat. Faceless. We had a chat, and let's keep it 100%, or maybe double that up, a few hundreds, a few hundies. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you guys in the Discord or anywhere else. Take it easy, guys. It's 11 o'clock. Have a good sleep. Sleep early. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Good night. Oyasumi. Jack Fowler says we may forgive his country for all the oppression and hardship it caused. Yeah. From New Zealand. Yeah. As a New Zealander, I think we can agree on that. Devippo. Thanks, Lama.